Still the point flips over early to the Washington Justice, and they're going to look to try and hold on to this one despite losing this team fight.
Piggy is just outputting so much damage. Houston, they are the defending, reactive team in that team fight. They peel back a little bit, try and put all of their...
Just trying to build up this Primal. Now has it as well, actually, and with the damage that he's just shredding into them, cleaving through, he can follow up with it alongside Dante. But as all this was going on, the grab actually committed there onto Mag as well as the hack. So Mag's having a hard time trying to get value out of it, but still definitely creating a lot of space for them.
The EMP!
That was Fury
As Fury!
over the edge?
Yeah. Yes, no, as Fury was flying over the pit, as Fury was pathing over the well.
Falling. A lack of damage now for the Houston Outlaws, but with Jake's rally, it might be enough to bring them over the finish line. Desperately hunting for it. Maybe whacking the player and proccing that Inspire healing. The EMP, it's a little bit too late. Only the backline caught of the Houston Outlaws. They have so much armor on top of them. They're so tanky that there's no one going to be able to capitalize off of that.
Jake just putting in work in that final team fight as well. The grab
from Washington.
Yeah, what they're waiting for is the nano boost. Bebe getting up to 90%. Good kill onto Dante. That is the risk when you're playing against a Sombra. It's so easy to get caught out. Crimzo with a reply, but now Bebe is going to have this nano boost that could turn the tide of the fight.
Huge fire nade there. Trima just trying to basically stall this one out, but it's a difficult scenario for him. Decay looking to pulse bomb, but enough space. Zero-man EMP from Assassin. I mean, if that's not just spelling defeat, I don't know what is. Decay goes down, that's Happy just securing that one. Dante's just giving the beat down to all of them. 78% and counting. They are falling over.
Dante's talking in the chat.
This is, I mean, it's a good thing we're not on Disney XD anymore, because I don't think you'd be able to show this one. The Houston Outlaws are just absolutely eviscerating the opposition. Ultimate's committed at the end, but of course it's the final team fight of the map, pretty much. Overlaying up those double support ults. Fury and Bebe fallen. Assassin unable to get anything done. Nobody can touch the Houston Outlaws. They take out for the Washington Justice. A great response after that initial map. It was going so one-sided.
Dante
dies again. It's another kill for them. Chengdu falling off the back of it. Pretty much inevitable now that this point is going to be flipping straight over to the Washington Justice. Not much of a defense being put up here by Houston.
Yeah, they definitely tried, right? Houston with the
initial trying to avoid that EMP, but
Jake couldn't get the rally off.
Around the corner quick enough, and Dante hacked up. He couldn't escape that pulse bomb. Jake, now the hack's faded, so he's going to get the rally off a little bit later. Essentially, it's still winnable fight for them. In fact, Bebe is going to be committing that Transcendence just so that they can really secure and lock it up there. With the tank line missing now from Houston, it is a bit of a slow siege attempt now from the Washington Justice, able to really push this cart over checkpoint B. And the Washington Justice underneath.
But the backline is miles away.
They are so far away. Crimson just charging up the volley as well, and the damage. Oh, I mean, they're just pumping it into them. Look at that. EMP catches onto 4, but the Justice, you got no one left to really follow up on it.
And that is exactly what you're saying, Brett. Django and Dante playing around the payload.
There it is. Goes for the pulse one right around the corner, flips it round, forces the positioning back. Already 2 picks. The back line is gone down and out. With the overtime push happening, I don't think the Washington Justice have the gas to really push this one much further, especially with the ultimates now. Just lay it out on top.
And honestly, I was doubting the Soldier 76 pick.
Dante, an absolute menace on the battlefield currently, and they don't even contest the point. It's... Josh, I'm just going to say it, it's painful.
It is a little painful watching the Justice right now, but I also want to give major props to the Outlaws, because their understanding of its backline rotations, positional Overwatch, it's fantastic. Difference here, though, in that Jake has Rally, Bebe has Trance, Fury hacked in the middle of this, as Piggy is the one now to go for a D.Va initiation.
Pulse bomb in hand. Alright, that's the support line in there, but Decay goes for the solo play, does not pay off. Jake popping the rally now. Realizes his team's in a bit of danger here, just trying to clear them off of the point, but with Dante going down, not looking too good for them. Just going to try and back down. The Houston Outlaws trying to turn this one, and a lot of ultimates committed now. EMP from Assassin. I believe that's only onto Jake and Happy. And Django, but yeah, 3-man's going to be enough there. Just the final ultimate to try and close this one out. A minute 30 for the Houston Outlaws to try and rethink what do you want to do moving into this next one.
A massive play at the very beginning of that team's
through.
Happy has EMP for after Bebe's trance fades.
There we go. He ends up using it, but it doesn't catch onto Bebe. I think he mistimed it ever so slightly. Still, Fury getting demeched. Might be a kill onto Mag there, but Fury, he's out of the fight now. Dante's still alive, trying to remove him. He's being pressured heavily. I think that's Decay off onto the side here. Recall comes through onto them. It's an overtime fight for them, and now with that power driver, that's put in the good work there as the back line finally will fall down. A minute 30 left. They don't have to push it all the way, and Dante has managed EMP. Assassin is just looking for the perfect target right now. Eventually,
Crimzo did
go. It connects though, and look at that! Crimzo has the Transcendence to keep his team up and in this fight. The neutral hack comes through, and Dante's back in the action. Decay locked up from all the crowd control. He might just be absolutely farming them, and indeed he is. Dante shredding through them. He's built up the pulse bomb, but already he might have just done the damage necessary to try and get this one over the finish line. Locked up against the wall, nice little pulse bomb, nobody can withstand damage being pumped into them. The mines as well, not enough to try and cancel it, but Chengdu taken out of the power driver and eventually taken out of the fight. Ultimate's committed. That's Fury using that South Destruct as well to create a ton of space for them, so Washington Justice gonna break through this defense.
They had made the call and they stuck to the call.
South Destruct clears the point. Piggy actually even gets a kill out of it. Onto Closer. Maybe no shield available actually there, which is quite unfortunate for them. But yeah, Fury going down now. Another across the point. Fury with a South Destruct now. Up into the air. Pushes them away, but the Houston Outlaws are already pretty split all over the place here. Happy just trying to waddle his way out of there, but Decay chasing him down. Pulse Bomb not going to be connecting. 246 health on him though. Eventually that armor going to start decaying down. Jake's in a bit of a precarious position, honestly, caught against this, but it's pretty difficult to try and take care of him here. Swinging away, just trying to build up that healing, and he Inspire healing, but eventually Decay takes him out.
And there's just a great chaotic brawl happening inside of the propane hut, which is not a normal place for these kind of battles to occur, but the Outlaws are coming out on top of it, and this all comes back to Assassin's EMP. It got Crimzo and Jake, but there was no follow-up, and so at that point, it's just essentially useless, and the Outlaws have been able to sustain this entire time.
Well, listen, nobody's dealt with Decay this entire time, and all of this is going on. He's built up the Pulse Bomb. He's getting these kills as well. Pulse Bomb around the corner, just about missing it! He blinked into it! He blinked into it! Josh, he's taken out. Still, the team fight might be winnable. He's been putting in a lot of work for them, but Houston Outlaws are the overtime spawners coming in. The mines onto the point. They've already taken out Fury. No more mech for them. Nobody's going to be able to touch this one. Stopped dead short.
I mean, that is a great play from Mac, doing a bit of damage to Happy as he swings in to break the hack and then pile driving it. If you just go for the pile drive there, you're hacked. You're going to get removed out of it. A great play for him. Excellent movement. Fantastic stuff from Dante. That's an opening. Decay has a bomb of his own. You can see him taking a look at the back line. Another good trance from Crimzo.
A bit of a whiff there from Decay as well. I mean, he had a lot of targets he could have jumped down onto, and he gets taken out from the volley of Crimzo.
Crimzo's been great this series.
Back from that one. The Justice so low, just trying to take this fight without their supports up. They do have the hacked health pack, which is nice to try and play around, but that pulse bomb from Dante, of course it connects. It's Mag done.
Ooh, watch out for the mines.
Avoid these mines, yeah, he's going to duck underneath it, I guess.
Assassin very weak.
And still, the fight's going to be taken out here. Django getting chased down. What a stick from Decay! And sometimes you just get these moments of brilliance. Decay, we all know that he can perform at the very, very highest of levels. A nice little three-piece. Cleaning it up, might go for the fourth. There you go, a little beat down right around the corner. And is this what it takes? Is this what it takes for the Justice to try and win out maps? Decay's got to pull out 4 kills, maybe 5 right now, trying to get that D-Mech available. He's playing the positioning well. Now the Transcendence comes through. Not enough burst damage to try and take him out, but this time Closer goes down, and that's Crimzo with the volleys. Taking a fight in close quarters, rolling forward to this Transcendence, trying to keep the team up and alive. Fury is indoors. He's going to get D-Mech'd as well. Definitely going to be paying with it with his life.
A long extended team fight, and the Washington Justice have come out on the wrong side of it. They made the right moves. I kind of liked how they were playing, but they just couldn't finish the backline of the Outlaws. So solid, so perfectly positioned, ready for those threats. And now Assassin with an EMP is basically all they have.
The EMP comes through. It's 7 seconds remaining. Houston have to try and hold on to this one. It didn't catch onto Django. Wow, it did. Now the neutral hack does. South Destruct over the top, right around the corner. They got to play around this pillar, but they cannot. The positioning, they have to touch the cart, and it's cleared them all away. That's the Houston Outlaws taking it 3-0. Really drawn out, really prolonged, but eventually they're able to close it, and you can see them all laughing away. Very pleased with that outcome.